It's Anthony Schreiber, the original vehicle hunter, back with another episode of Driveway Confidential. What is in my driveway today are two Toyota Solara convertibles. I believe back in 2002 it was called the Toyota Camry Solara, and then they dropped the Camry part, and now they're just called a Toyota Solara. But I think for all intents and purposes, most people, even when it was called the Camry Solara, just referred to it as a Solara. So right here is the first generation. This is a 2002. This is a 4-cylinder model. This 2002 has a timing chain, not a timing belt. Black car with a beige top and beige cloth interior. All the convertibles, to my knowledge, had an automatic transmission. The controls to raise and lower your top and your rear windows were in the center console between the two seats, along with cup holders, storage armrest. This was a sharper design, in my opinion. It became a lot more rounded in the rear end and on the front as well. This black with the beige top and the gold lettering looks like a timeless classic to me. Also have a hitch if you want to install a bike rack or tow something very, very light. Pretty sure you wouldn't want to tow anything heavy at all with that. This car just came back from Wisconsin with me. I averaged 28 miles per gallon, all highway driving with the 4-cylinder engine, and I was not light on the gas. Sometimes the cruise control was set at 85. This car recently came to me, and it's a little bit of a basket case. I'm not sure what I'm going to find once I have my mechanic put it up on the rack. It looks like it's been painted in different places, had some bumps and scrapes. This is the 2007. You can see the comparison in the front styling. This does give a lot of, it kind of resembles the Lexus SC430 quite a bit in the front. That Lexus convertible was a hardtop convertible with an 8-cylinder engine. And that one is kind of on my bucket list. But I have children, and the Lexus convertible has no usable back seats. It does have back seats, but they are not usable. So here's the comparison, mostly visually, just of these two Toyota Solaras. This one is the 2007 Solara SLE, has a V6 engine, has 106,000 miles, and these do have a timing belt that will need to be changed, and normally when you do that, you do the timing belt, water pump, cam and crank seal, whatever other random bits are in that vicinity and recommended at that same service interval. This Solara has cloth seats, whereas many of these can have the option for leather seats. Normally I'm a leather seat guy because I have kids and the leather seats are easy to clean. But on a convertible, cloth seats are not the worst thing in the world, because those leather seats get hot if you leave your convertible top open and you just go to grab lunch or go into the store. If you come back, you can burn the skin on your legs with those leather seats. So cloth seats normally not my first choice, but in a convertible, I can see the wisdom in it. Let's get a look at the side profile for the second gen. Side profile for the first gen. Get a look at the booties. I think they're both good looking cars, just they're different. Can't decide. I do like a 6-cylinder engine for speed, but I just drove this Camry, this Solara, back from Wisconsin. And it's a 4-cylinder, but we were cruising. We hit 90 and 100, and it didn't feel underpowered at all. I thought it was going to feel anemic because I was more accustomed to driving a 6-cylinder version, but it felt fine. It felt adequate. It felt better than adequate. So when it comes to a first generation or a second generation, it's going to depend on your personal preference. Appearance wise, what do you like? And these are old, so sometimes you'll just be like, well, this one was the color I wanted, or this one was well maintained, so I decided for that one over the other one. This one is one of the cleanest cars I've seen because it was originally from Arizona. Underneath it has no rust at all. So even though I don't love black cars, you know, it's tough to go wrong with this one. This one, who knows what we're gonna find once we dig into the mechanics of it. I looked underneath, it had a zip tie holding something together. It's got a misfire. There's a zip tie right there. It's been painted in different spots. I got paint on the wheels in certain places. Paint on the tires. I don't know what they were trying to hide or cover up. So I paid accordingly. I only paid $1,500 for this one because at the very least I know it's got a misfire on cylinder 5. Cylinder 5 is the one that's hard to reach. If it turns out to be a complete basket case, I should be able to get my money back. It's only got 106,000 miles on it. The dashboard is horrendous on a lot of these Solaras. There was a recall, but if you missed your recall window, then you're out of luck. So a lot of cracking. I used to have a 2006 Toyota Sienna, had the same issue. So it's a lot of the materials on Toyotas of that era. Here you can see it's all cracked right in front of the steering wheel. So some things to look out for, definitely. Cracked dashboard, cracked steering wheel. Over here, this is kind of sticky. So, if you're just looking for a cheap car, you don't have to worry about if it has a cracked dashboard or not, who cares? But if you're getting into the low mileage, $10,000 price range, you want to be picky. For $1,500, I don't care if this has a dashboard or not. I can put something over top of it and call it a day. But depending on what price point you're looking at, you might want to be more selective, more choosy. So anyway, I hope I gave you a good look at 2 different generations of the Toyota Solara, 2 different colors. Look at all the differences in the body. 4 cylinders or 6 cylinders are both available. Find one that you like, find one that's been well maintained. If not, pick up one that hasn't, and you put the maintenance into it. It's a Toyota, so usually if you baseline it, change your fluids, change your spark plugs, give it a tune-up, you should be good to go. As long as my rule of thumb with Toyota is that if the engine and the transmission are good, everything else can be figured out. So with this episode of Driveway Confidential, I am over and out.